Welcome to my.na Property, your weekly journey into the world of real estate excellence. Every Tuesday, join me, Aina Raizakweyo, on NTV as I unlock the doors to stunning homes, explore booming neighborhoods, and delve into expert insights.
E-Ticket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nhcom.na.
Let's get into the news on my.na Property today. The state-of-art Oshana Gymnasium, specifically designed for grade 0 to grade 5 learners in its initial phase, marks the significant milestone in the enhancement of Namibian education infrastructure. Owned by Caro Namibia, a subsidiary of the Johannesburg Stock Exchange-listed company, Caro Holdings Gymnasium represents a commitment to providing top-tier education in Namibia. Ferdinand Ngiolwa, Director of Business Development at Inoharith Capital, an unlisted investment manager, told the brief that the construction phase was completed in just 8 months. Inoharith Capital invested approximately $100 million Namibian dollars as part of its first social infrastructure investment, aiming to elevate the quality of education for Namibian children while ensuring a healthy return to Namibia Infrastructure Fund and Government Institution Pension Fund. Prosperity Education Namibia spearheaded the construction of the school, and Ngiolwa hinted at upcoming expansion. Plans include constructing a hostel and introducing grade 8 end of this year and grade 9 next year. We have a phased approach with subsequent grades to follow in the coming academic year, he said. The Oshana Gymnasium, slated to open its door in January 2024, boosts modern sports facilities and anticipates an initial intake of 200 to 250 learners. The school is set to implement the esteemed Cambridge curriculum, fostering a conducive learning environment that emphasizes personalized attention and a love for learning. Extracurricular activities include choir and athletics will complement the academic focus, creating a holistic educational experience. Stay with us on my.na Property. We will be right back.
Neo Paints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neo Paints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neo Paints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
Whether you are a seasoned seasoned investor or first-time buyer, do not despair. I've got you covered. Today I am here chatting with Shikongo. He is the owner of Mwala Properties, and we will be having a great conversation on how you can acquire your first property. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I am fantastic. Let's get into property and the company that you own. When did you first decide to, that I'm going to establish my own thing, I'm going to get into real estate, and then tell us about, Mwala Properties?
I registered Mwala Real Estate. It's now maybe a year or 2 years back. I think it's 2 years back that I opened up Mwala Real Estate. But then the first year, I wasn't really focused on it. It's only the second year that I started, last year, that I started with it. And so far, everything is just okay.
Okay. And then how can clients that are planning on renting out their property make it more attractive to potential clients? Like if I come to you and say, look, I need like a new apartment, or I need to buy a new house, what are you going to advise your client on the other end to do to make their property attractive so that I can then be interested in it?
Yeah, first of all, I think the first thing that sellers need to do is to check whether the house is in good condition. If it's not in good condition, they just have to renovate, upgrade the property, so that it can look appealing to clients, and also just keep it neat. And also, if the funds are there, they can also just try to add some additional features, such as maybe, anything that is attractive, anything that can attract clients.
Okay. And in terms of construction-wise, let's say now that particular seller's roof is leaking, do you advise then that they get that fixed, or do you just advise that, look, this is up there in the air? I mean, maybe if a client is coming over, they won't be able to see it.
No, those are, let's say there are some defects that are visible and not visible.
Okay.
Okay, now if you know that the roof is leaking, obviously you need to do something about it. You need to fix it.
Okay. And
also, I advise the sellers to always inform us if the roof is leaking or not, especially if I just got the mandate. They need to tell us that, they need to tell us all the defects. It can't only be the ceilings, maybe something else also as well.
All right. And then what can first-time tenants or clients have in place before they start looking for a property to rent?
First-time tenants? The first thing that you should consider is the affordability.
Okay.
The price. If you know that you can afford an apartment, let's say just an example, for 8.5, you must really know that you have the funds. And then what else? And then and also the proof of funds. We also have to provide with the proof of funds.
Okay.
So the most important thing is just the funds, so that we cannot have problems later that you are not paying on time, before we lay down have disputes and all that.
Okay. Now that we are talking about funds, there's a lot of confusion between these two terms, excluding cost and including costs. Can you maybe briefly explain what those two terms means to me on the other end of buying a property?
When you buy a property, there are costs such as transfer cost.
Yeah.
And all those costs, that's what we mean by cost.
Okay.
Yeah, the transfer cost, and there are a lot of costs involved. I won't be able to remember. Lawyer costs,
all those things,
and all those costs. So all those costs are it's either they're included or exclusive. So that's what they mean.
All right. And then what type of properties do you have for rent currently? Do you have a house maybe in Kommersdal? Where are your property listings right now?
Okay, right now I'm not really into releases anymore. I'm now into selling.
Okay.
So I have quite a few properties that I have for sale, especially commercial properties and also as well as residential properties. I have plots and farms, commercial farms that are up for sale in the district of Maeke region. Yeah, all those commercial farms are in that district, Maeke region, and also a plot, and what else? And I have also a few houses in Dorato, three houses in Dorato. They are all valuated for 2.8 and above, but one has been on the market for long now.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not that attractive, or?
I know it is attractive, just that it's very attractive.
Is it too expensive maybe?
It's very attractive, and it's just too expensive for Dorato. People prefer locations such as Academia, the new locations.
Okay.
So they would rather go for, let me say the house is maybe valued for 3.2 and the selling price is maybe 3.2 as well. They will not opt for that. They will opt for something in Academia.
That is 3.2, like in Academia,
Yes.
or in another posh suburb. Okay, that is understandable. What about apartments do you have? Since now, you know, universities are opening, a lot of students are looking for accommodation. Do you maybe have, you know, some student accommodations that are available?
I can't say student accommodation, but I do have apartments that are up for rent, but they are not that much. As I said, I'm not really into leases that much, but I have quite a few, maybe 6 or 7 there.
In which locations?
We can start off here at Nast, close to Nast. I have 3 of them.
Okay.
That side of Swabo. I also have 2 that side, and where else? And also Windhoek West, this side of Nezezom. I have quite affordable apartments for students.
All right. Where can potential clients get a hold of you? By that I mean, give us your communication channels, maybe WhatsApp, Instagram, I don't know, maybe your phone number, whatever you use as a communication channel.
Okay, we can start off at, they can contact us from the Facebook page, which is Mwala Real Estate CC, and also Instagram, Mwala Real Estate CC, and then on my cell phone number.
Okay, what is your cell phone number, or you're not comfortable?
No, I'm comfortable.
Okay.
It's a business number. I have 2 phones. One is personal, the one is for business.
Okay.
So, 0811 24 58 32.
Okay. And then I'm curious to know what marketing modalities do you implement as a real estate agent, you know, to be able to get your work out there, to be able to attract more customers or more clients rather. What is Mwala Property doing to ensure that you have brand visibility? Are you using like maybe sponsored ads? Are you just using word of mouth? Are you using, you know, traditional media? Maybe you place adverts in newspapers or television and so forth.
Okay, so far what I didn't do yet is the television, but the rest I've done.
Which is what you're doing here.
Okay. I did make an advert. I do advertise in newspapers.
Okay.
The Namibian. I haven't done any other newspapers yet.
You can try Namibian Sun.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also ads, Facebook ads, and also Instagram ads, and posters.
Okay.
They're in town. I don't know if you maybe came across my face. I've been posting everywhere there in town. Yeah, and so far that's it. And also radio.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also you've done well, you're doing well, you've got this covered. Thank you very much, you know, for joining us on My.NA Property. We wish you all the clients in the world and all the money and all the wealth in the world.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Stay with My.NA Property. We'll be right back after the short commercial break.
Hello and welcome to today's Sports Rep Show.
I am your host, Jesse Jackson Kauraita. replay Namibia, who had won the toss for the first time on this tour.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with tennis news both on the WTA for women's and
Now discussing wall tiles with Konja. Konja, why would I choose a different wall tiles from the bathroom and to the ones that I'm putting in my room?
Okay, so when it basically comes to the bathroom, you normally want to have a neutral look, not too busy, something that brings light in your bathroom. Whilst in your kitchen, you'd want to keep it more busy, you know, a lot of colors going on. So, yeah.
I see you have a number of styles here, like the cladding and the marble look tiles. What can you please explain to the client what is the difference between those two options?
Okay, so marble tiles are tiles basically that you would use in your indoor living room, bed, bathroom, sleeping room, just anywhere inside the house. While a cladding is actually you would place it against the wall. It's more like a wall tile, but it's cladding that you can use like as decoration. You can put it like in the front area of your house against the wall, or in the on the wall against your TV, you know. Yeah, all of that.
Tell us about the mosaic tiles as well as the listello.
Okay, so mosaic tiles are tiles that you would use inside your shower floor or wall. A bit different from the tiles because it's smaller in size actually, and we also have a lot of options when it comes to the decoration, different sizes and shapes, and yeah, there's plenty to choose from. While the listello, it's something that you would use between your wall tiles. You know, it gives it a bit of flavor, a bit of color, and yeah, just something nice, different from your normal type.
So I can, if I decide to choose all white or all black, I can add listello for a bit of detail. Is that correct?
100%.
Okay, thank you. So what is popular at the moment in terms of making the walls really pop and getting that the touch and feel?
Okay, so for instance, we have tiles that are called feature tiles. Feature tiles are tiles that would normally match the already existing wall tiles. So it's actually there to make it a bit more different, to add flavor to your wall tiles, and it comes in the same exact shape as the wall tile. So you don't have any, you know, overlaps and stuff like that. Everything will be aligned and straight.
Do you have, let's say, one of the best selling wall tiles right now? For example, I see this one behind us.
Okay, so the one behind us is basically called the cashmere, but the best selling should be the love white. You know, it's in the name. It's a beautiful tile, to be honest.
There you have it. The love white is the best selling wall tile right now at CTM in GOtv.
Exactly.
What kind of tile protection does CTM offer to its clients?
We have many different kinds of tile protection. We have one that is called the grout off. Grout off is when you tile your tiles on the floor. You know, the cleaning part. You can use a grout off to make it clean possible as you want. And then we have easy shine. Easy shine is to give your tile that shiny look that you are looking for. And then you have your normal day-to-day detergents that you can use, user-friendly by the way, to clean your wall tiles and make them look brand as new.
Thank you, Konja. There you have it, viewers. Once you have installed your love tiles on the wall, you then can get some detergents at CTM to make sure that you maintain and keep them new, as fresh as possible.
We are all seeking connection to each other, to the world, to the spaces we exist in.
Poor sportsmanship right now from the lads.
You might be physically ready, your body is ready, but mentally.
Here's another chance, and it is a goal from Vindo Kahan.
Wij zijn CVI is er aan neertrekken. Hij bal lijkt mij het grond gepakt. Ja, hij het grond gepakt. En dan zie.
But just enough next.
So we will be doing this for the mountain climber. More advanced, slightly advanced.
So is jou trolley reg? Want
I love that. I love that. So then
kickstart our countdown at number 5 with this one.
Op Netwerk TV se Klets Kompas gesels ons nuus van 'n Maandag tot Donderdag. Ons kyk ook na die weer en meer. Stories wat jou raak en stories wat saak maak.
They've made a mistake in denying me bail, and they've made several other mistakes in many other cases.
The channels that teach us something new or reflect our expression. So it goes beyond switching to the right station. It's about choosing the experience that can adorn the present, dressing it with our tastes as we expand our preferences, because what we are actually connecting to is boundless, limitless human energy. And this is the spirit of NTV.
Good evening, and we are back again. Good evening, Risa.
I am back here.
So good to see you.
Thank you, Larry.
How was your week?
It's been great. We're only midway, not even midway into the week, but it's been good.
I'm happy to hear that. Now, last week we touched on lease agreement and the agreement of sale. So the question I want to ask you this week is, what happens if there is any improvement to the property during the period of lease?
Yes, so this is now if you are renting from somebody else, from a landlord, and it happens, I mean, this is where a lot of issues arises, that once you've lived there for 2 or 3 or maybe 10 years, then you do make some improvements onto the property. So you make a nice big garden, or you do a fencing or something for the other party, and once you ready to move out, then you want to know, how will I be compensated for this? I mean, I've really invested into your property as if it's my own. So do make sure that you've got a proper lease agreement. There's usually a clause that explains exactly what will happen. So you keep book of the improvements that you are making onto the property. So before you do anything, contact your landlord, say, I will be putting up a fence or a garage door, whatever. Is this fine? Will you refund me once I move out, or compensate me for this? And they do agree. I mean, most landlords are happy if you take care of their property, and if you make some minor improvements, which they might not have, time or money at the stage. So just ensure that your agreement do cover, improvements to the property, and then communicate to your landlord and put everything in writing. Always put what you're doing in writing. Make sure that they have consented to you. You cannot put up a 2 million structure on the property and then want to be compensated if that wasn't part of your landlord didn't even know about it. So communicate to them, ask permission, and then keep the receipts or the whatever you've been doing there. And once you move out, then some refunds or pay can come your way to say, okay, well, I'm giving back something from the landlord's side. So it's not a difficult thing, but if it's not managed correctly, then it can go very much into trouble water for people.
Yes, I can believe that.
Yes, and we've got massive issues, seeing daily that they didn't know, or I didn't ask permission, or yes.
So yes, communication, communicate with your landlord, keep the receipts, and keep everything on writing.
Communicate to your husband if you're improving, because they don't know.
Husbands are scared.
Yes.
If the wife wants to improve something, because they know they have to work a little bit harder.
Yes.
Risa, thank you very, very
Welcome,
much.
Amri.
And we'll talk again next week.
We will chat it through next week.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouthwatering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
Thank you for joining me on this captivating exploration of real estate landscape. If you are ready to turn those property aspirations into reality or simply seeking inspiration, My.NA Property has been your guide. Don't forget to tune in next Tuesday for more exclusive listings, insightful tips, and the latest trends in the world of homes. Until then, remember, your dream property might just be a doorstep away. See you next week, same time, same place. This is NTV, DSTV 285, as well as GOtv channel 25. Happy house hunting.